Hello learner, welcome once again to Manifested e-learning platform. My name is James Kenyani. Today we are going to learn in the lesson about angle of latitude. Angle of latitude, whose objective is to enable the learner to name the lines of latitude. So the lesson is angle of latitude. The objective is to enable the learner to name the lines of latitude. But there is a name there. There is a name there that we should be very clear about. In the other time, we talked about longitudes, and they ran from the North Pole to the South Pole. But when you come to the latitudes, latitudes will be parallel to the line cutting the center into the northern and southern hemisphere, which is the equator. You'll find all these lines, those are the latitudes, and they are parallel to the equator, but their circle is smaller than that one of the equator. So before we talk about the angle, we should know what a latitude is. A latitude is a line parallel to the equator running from west to east, running from west to east on the Earth's globe, So a latitude, So just to reiterate, a latitude or a line of latitude is a line parallel to the equator and running from west to east on the Earth's globe. So in our case, in figure N, we are interested in this line, on this line where we find point B. And we are interested on the lower line. You see, it's parallel to the equator. It's parallel to the equator as shown on the globe. So a parallel So the statement goes there. A parallel of latitude like the ones shown there is named by its angle of latitude. We shall just find it is either this angle for B or this angle for A. It's named by its angle of latitude and is described being north of the equator or south of the equator. It is described being north of the equator or south of the equator. So when we come here, the reference point is this line. Like when we want to consider point B, you want to get the latitude of B. Considering point B, which is on the same longitude, the same longitude as E and A. When I talk about the longitude, it is this one. It is that line. They are on the same longitude. They are on the same longitude. So we want to consider point B. We want to consider point B. Angle between OB and OE. Angle between OE and OB is 40 degrees. As I said, the reference is the equator. the plane of the equator. That's where you measure that angle. You measure that angle. It will either be north or you will measure south. So the equator is the reference point. The equator is the reference point. So we can describe, we therefore describe point B as being on latitude 40 degrees north. 40 degrees north. 40 degrees north. So the angle of latitude is 40 degrees. So when we therefore describe point B as being on latitude 40 degrees north. And the angle of latitude, the angle is 40 degrees. But the best description of B is being on that latitude. We shall then consider point A. Considering point A, you'll find there is an angle, the angle OA, the angle between OA, the angle between OA Lana and OE, OE is 55 degrees. This is the angle. Point A. This is the angle point A will make with the equator as a plane at O, with the equator as a plane at O, and it is the angle of latitude. Of latitude of A. We therefore describe A as being on latitude 55 degrees south of the equator. A being on latitude 55 degrees south. 55 degrees south. So the maximum latitude is either 90 degrees north or 90 degrees south. That's the maximum latitude. The difference in latitude between B and A is, you add the angles, is 40 degrees plus 55 degrees, which will give us 95 degrees because they are on the opposite sides of the equator. So with that, So you'll draw the Earth's globe and show 2 points, A on latitude 30 degrees and B on latitude 42 degrees. So thank you very much for the audience, and let's meet in the next lessons as we build up on longitude and latitude. So bye-bye.